Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Young and restless Mark Grossman says there's one way for Adam and Sally to survive what's coming next, but it's a long shot. The truth is out there, and this week on The Young and the Restless, it's poised to destroy Adam and Sally's relationship. What's coming is bad, admits his portrayer, Mark Grossman. Chelsea has been sort of spiraling under the weight of the guilt she's felt ever since they slept together, and Adam understands, certainly, why she wants to tell the truth. But if he had his way, they would just bury this and never speak of it again. But that seems incredibly unlikely, especially now that Chelsea has filled Billy in on the truth, and in typical Billy fashion, he's determined that Sally have the blindfold ripped from her eyes too. It's not that Billy has any particular desire to hurt Sally, but Adam? Well, that's another story. In true Adam fashion, he lies through his teeth right to the bitter end, sighs Grossman. But Billy is relentless. Adam is about to be backed into a corner, and he's not left with any way out. If the truth comes out, will it mean the end of Sally and Adam? I'd like to think it won't be, he admits. I love them together, and they've been through so much, especially the heartbreak of losing their daughter, Ava. But they are so good together. Sure, they can be schemers, and they each have some bad tendencies at times, but that's part of what makes them work. However, he adds, when you cheat on someone, that's hard to come back from. But maybe Sally would be willing to look past it, given everything that was going on with Chelsea and Adam. There was all the trauma with their son, and then there was alcohol involved, so maybe if the truth comes out, Sally can find a way to forgive him. On top of everything else, Adam can't help but worry how a major emotional shakeup in their lives might impact Connor. What's in the best interest of this child is a happy family, believes Grossman. That's at the forefront of Adam's mind right now. Billy, however, isn't concerned with anything or anyone except his own pain, and it's a pain he is fully prepared to inflict on Adam by way of Sally. Billy is just relentless, teases Grossman of the scenes which kick off the week. He basically says, either you tell her or I will. Things pretty much go downhill from there. Mark Grossman, the man who has brought the enigmatic and tortured Adam Newman to life on The Young and the Restless, knows a thing or two about navigating the treacherous waters of Genoa City. In a world where alliances shift like sand and secrets threaten to unravel the most carefully woven plans, Adam and Sally Spectra are about to face their toughest challenge yet. And according to Grossman, there's only one way for the duo to survive what's coming next, but even he admits it's a long shot. The calm before the storm, The summer sun cast a warm glow over the Newman ranch. But inside the walls of the towering Newman Enterprises building, a storm was brewing. Adam sat in his corner office, the weight of the world pressing down on his shoulders. His relationship with Sally had been a whirlwind, passionate, intense, and fraught with complications. They had defied the odds before, but this time the stakes were higher than ever. Sally had always been a force of nature, her fiery spirit and ambition driving her to claw her way to the top. But now, as the tides of Genoa City politics threatened to sweep them both under, even Sally's unshakable confidence seemed to waver. Adam could see it in her eyes, the flicker of doubt that she tried so hard to hide. She was a fighter, but they both knew that sometimes even the fiercest warriors fall. Adam's mind raced as he considered their options. He had made his fair share of enemies, and his complicated history with the Newman family only added fuel to the fire. Victoria was circling like a shark, eager to take him down, and Victor's loyalties were as unpredictable as ever. The walls were closing in, and Adam knew that if they didn't act fast, they could lose everything, Sally included. A game of chess, Mark Grossman has always viewed Adam as a master strategist, a man who sees life as a game of chess, with every move carefully calculated to achieve a desired outcome. But even the best-laid plans can go awry, and Adam's life was proof of that. Every time he thought he had the upper hand, a new obstacle would appear, threatening to topple his carefully constructed world. Sally and Adam are both survivors, Grossman explained in a recent interview. They've been through hell and back, and they've come out stronger for it. But what's coming next is going to test them in ways they've never been tested before. The actor paused, a contemplative look crossing his face. There's really only one way they can make it through this, and that's by sticking together. But even that's a long shot. Grossman's words hung in the air, heavy with the weight of impending doom. For fans of the show, it was a tantalizing hint at what lay ahead, a roller coaster of emotions, heartbreak, and maybe, just maybe, a glimmer of hope. ***, the heart of the matter ***. As much as Adam tried to keep his emotions in check, there was no denying the connection he felt with Sally. It was more than just physical attraction or the thrill of the chase. She understood him in a way that no one else did, saw through the masks he wore and the walls he had built around himself. With Sally, he could be vulnerable, something he had never allowed himself to be with anyone else. But that vulnerability was also their greatest weakness. In a town where emotions were exploited and secrets were currency, love was a dangerous game. Adam knew that if they were going to survive, they needed to be stronger than ever, both individually and as a couple. It's about trust, Grossman said, his voice steady and sure. Adam has to trust Sally completely, and she has to do the same. But that's easier said than done, especially when there are so many forces trying to tear them apart. Trust had never come easy for Adam. His past was littered with betrayals, some of his own making, and others that had left deep scars. He had hurt people, pushed them away, all in the name of self-preservation, but with Sally, he wanted to be different. He wanted to be the man she believed he could be, the man who could finally break free from the cycle of destruction that had defined his life. The long shot, but as Grossman acknowledged, trusting each other completely was no simple task. Geno City was a place where alliances could shift with the wind, and loyalty was often a temporary condition. Adam had learned the hard way that even those closest to him could turn on him in an instant, and Sally had her own demons to contend with. There's going to be a lot of temptation to go back to old habits, Grossman hinted. Both Adam and Sally are going to be tested in ways they haven't been before. They'll have to decide if they're willing to put their faith in each other, even when everything around them is falling apart. It was a tall order, and Grossman didn't sugarcoat the reality of the situation. Honestly, it's a long shot, he admitted. But if they can make it through this, they'll come out stronger on the other side. It's just a matter of whether they're willing to take that risk. The calm before the storm. As the days passed, the tension in Geno City continued to mount. Adam and Sally were on a collision course with destiny, and there was no turning back. The choices they made in the coming weeks would define their future, together or apart. In the quiet moments when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear, Adam would find himself looking into Sally's eyes, searching for the answer to the question that had haunted him for so long. Could they really make it through this storm, or were they destined to be torn apart by the very forces that had brought them together? Grossman's words echoed in his mind, a reminder that survival was never guaranteed. But as Adam took Sally's hand, feeling the warmth of her touch, he knew one thing for certain: he was willing to fight for her, for them, no matter the odds. And sometimes that's all you need.